Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, good afternoon. I'm Hallie, a normal English teacher and Rocky class monitor in Zhongzheng Sanxin School International Department. This is my second year in Sanxin. In the past 2 years, I met many wonderful Sanxin people. But when it comes to the one I'm about to mention, I heard her name before I even met her. I can still recall that afternoon when I was sitting at my desk, worrying about my students' grades. One of my colleagues came and told me, "You can meet our colleague Autumn. She's got the answer to your question." So that was the first time I heard her name, Autumn. Then I started to check up on her and gradually I found a pretty girl in her class. You know, I love pretty girls. Just kidding. This pretty girl led 3 years of pretty life in our international department. People call her Xie. Where should I get started about her? Well, let's say at the opening ceremony. Her parents took hands of Autumn and said all they want about this kid was to graduate successfully. Then this unruly girl entered Autumn's class. At the beginning of 7th grade, all the ordinary problems that we could expect happened on her. Normally, I like this word, expect, but that was an exception. How am I supposed to get familiar with this kid? How am I supposed to start helping her? After some time, she called in sick. That was the change, right? Kidding. It was midnight and she was a resident student. Her parents went out for business, so Autumn drove her to the hospital. That night they spent in the hospital. Broke the ice between them. Autumn kept telling us that students can understand everything. They can hear, they can see, they can feel your sincerity. Autumn was right. She didn't say a word that night, but she must have thought something about that, for she started to change in the rest of that year. When it came to the 8th grade, students were not just required to sit down and study. They needed to choose their university and majors, and then choose the courses needed. That was when Autumn made another bold decision. She asked Xian to help with the management of her class, just so she can find her characters and hobbies. And she found out that this girl had passion on fashion, and she was an independent girl with great execution and management skills. So she consulted the study abroad guidance center for so many times, just for professional courses. And I heard the door of the center got repaired 3 times that year, and 2 of which was caused by Autumn. Autumn also had countless meetings with course teachers, the big one, the small one, and the 10-minute ones concerning Xie's grades. The study abroad team evaluated emphasis, universities, and majors with Xie. The course teachers used their off-work time to help Xie with her study, while Autumn took a record of her changes. Finally, it was the 9th grade, the time for university application in our international department. Students had to wait for their letter of admission, the report card from the school, and the standardized tests, the personal achievement, personal statement, language score, and recommendation, all before the face-to-face interview before their dream school. Fortunately, she had passed all the exams and interviews with the secret skill of her teachers and finally received the letter from the University of Arts, London. Who would have known that girl could improve from just graduated from high school successfully to the second-ranking art school on QS, the most difficult art university in Britain, with the low acceptance rate of 40.66%. It was also the 9th grade. She served as the class monitor and got everything arranged when Autumn was busy with her entire class application. And at the same time, she even campaigned for the president of the student union, helping organizing all the activities, small as general discipline, running, and flag raising, and the major ones including all galas and ceremonies. She became the sun and kept bringing heat and light to others. I saw many autumns in our international department. They encouraged Sun to the top universities in the world, guided Luo to the top 100 universities, tirelessly helping Xie to explore their own future of life, pushing them forward, lifting them upward. And I've seen Sun's, Luo's, and Xie's sending Autumn's videos, messages, and emails about their life abroad. They sometimes in the video during school galas, in the clubs of school WeChat account, and even in the class meeting to provide guidance to our students. It feels like a child abroad missing their parents, sharing them all the fresh information to their family firsthand, and trying to help this big family by using what they learn. All the people who I see love this family deeply, and me too. Thank you for your listening.